What's up guys and welcome to a new video. My name is Frank and I react to metal music. I'm here again with Lonesome Blue and this time with their song Parallel World. Not gonna lie, I just finished reacting to their song Face the Fear, which is the first song that I have heard from them, and a voice was in my head like telling me react to Parallel World, and I was like, what? And just then I remember that you suggested me already this song like more than one time, like last month. Man, I'm getting old, I'm forgetting things, and yeah, definitely I'm curious to react to this one because you told me that this one is I went back and watched the comment on was on my Twitter, because you asked me this on Twitter. You told me that this is actually more similar to Love Bites, and this song here has even a violinist in it. Which is a guest musician just for the song, at least referring to what you guys told me, and that got me immediately very interested because. You guys know, if you follow my channel, that I love Jill from Lucky Morpheus, and I really like how cool violin sounds in metal music. I'm very interested in listening to this one and reacting to it. But yeah, before I start, please consider subscribing to the channel if you like this video, leave me a like and a comment. If you have more suggestions of new music to react for me, or just want to say hi, or want to tell me something interesting about this band because I don't know them. I just started reacting to them now, and let's start. Very colored video.
Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4.
Very good English,
3,
also.
2, 1, 0. All engine running.
Can already hear the violin, very prominent on the mix. Alright, I see it. Power metal, this one is power metal. Yeah. So immediately I can see the difference between this one and Face the Fear, and immediately I gotta say that I like this one like 10 times more because it's a lot more metal, a lot faster, and it's basically the sound is like a more melodic Love Bites, if that makes any sense, because Love Bites has got a lot of heavier influences in their music, you know, a lot of heavy metal, like classic heavy metal influences, a lot of thrash metal influences, and even some heavier metal influences in their music. So they tend to be a little bit, you know, more various, like musically speaking wise. But this is definitely 100% melodic power metal, and it's got a very classic melodic power metal sounding. Like if you switch the vocals for a male vocal and basically leave the same music, maybe with an older style of mixing, this could be basically classic power metal song from the 90s or the early 2000s. And that's a cool thing because, of course, I loved and love today's too, power metal music. It's not my favorite metal stuff genre anymore. I went over that basically because I listened too much of basically just power metal in my early 20s, and I got bored of it, not gonna lie. So I had to strive and search for heavier stuff, you know, like death metal, thrash metal, classic black metal, all that, and even deathcore or grindcore, you know, like very heavy stuff. And but yeah, definitely power metal was my first love, and I still like it today too. And I stand by what I said, musically speaking wise, when I reacted to the first song from them. They are definitely very good musicians, and their riffing is very cool sounding, and and they have this feel good style of writing music. You know, it's very happy sounding, very ongoing, and definitely gets you going, but in a positive way. Not so, just to be clear, not that angry heavy metal that we are used listening to, which, mind you, I like that kind of metal, but I like this too, not gonna lie. Also, the video has got very 90s aesthetics to it, which fit the music, in my opinion. Violin solo, nice. And guitar solo. Really like her guitar, by the way. Very cool, the headless one. Nice. Love this riff in here. Love this part with the violin and guitar. very good, strong ending. I liked it. Nice. Is there more? Just their logo, okay. Nice, nice. And you know, definitely, as I said before, like this one a lot more compared to Face the Fear. Face the Fear, it's got a very good message, like lyrically speaking, wise, but musically speaking, yeah, it's a little bit too melodic for me. And this one is still very melodic, but a lot more on the speed metal, power metal side of things, and enjoyed it a lot more. Definitely, the singer's voice still reminds me a lot of Kimmy's from Bride Year, but I gotta say that her English is better. It's better, like her pronunciation and stuff. I can tell that she spoke English and she can speak English quite well. Like not even when she's singing, her English is pretty spot on, I can tell. And yeah, I love the drumming. I love the bass player. The bass player is definitely very good. I really should have added her to my favorite 10 bassist list, like female Japanese bassist list, but I didn't know her back then, so sorry for that. Definitely if I do another chart about Japanese bassists, I will definitely include her for sure. And really like the guitarist's guitar, that headless. I'm kind of thinking lately that I kind of want to get an headless guitar because I don't have one. But because those kind of guitars look very practical, very comfortable to play on, you know, just when you are at home and stuff like that. But you know, the fact that I noticed lately, this is a thing that I was thinking, like even before reacting to this song. I noticed the fact that a lot of Japanese bands, metal and rock bands specifically, inspire themselves a lot with like music from the 80s, 90s and early 2000s, like, you know, especially like power metal and hard rock, and I would even say like thrash metal, like classic thrash metal from the 80s, you know. And that got me thinking. Really got me thinking. Maybe the reason why they inspired themselves to this kind of music, other than the fact that of course it's cool and will attract people, because of course there are actually a lot of fans still now of that kind of music. You know, that people that were like in the early 20s, in the 80s, early 90s and stuff like that, of course, and loved that music back then. Of course, we'll still love that kind of music now, but maybe that kind of music got in Japan later compared to Europe and the US, right? Like got famous later compared to here. So maybe that's why it's still more actual compared to the West. You know what I mean? Am I right or wrong? Because of course, was there like heavy metal was basically created in the US, in the UK, right? So it couldn't be like have gotten popular at the same time in Japan, right? Maybe 10, 20 years later, something like that. So it's still more actual than here. And that's why they seem to love rock and metal much more compared to the West, like at least like percentage wise, you know what I mean? There are more people that like rock and metal in Japan compared to here, I think. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But that's just a thought that I wanted to share with you guys. But definitely enjoyed the song. I enjoyed their musicianship, and they have that classic power metal sound in this the song specifically here, and yeah, I liked it. But yeah, guys, if you liked my reaction, please consider subscribing to the channel, leave me a like and a comment. If you have more suggestions for me, just want to say hi or whatever, and definitely see each other in the next one. Rock on.